Welcome, bosses. In this tutorial, we will show you how to create packages and appointments with the new June 2017 update. So the best way to do this is to actually create a new appointment or package, and I'll show you how to do that in a second so you understand what is different here. But from current appointments and packages, what you have, you can now create schedules specifically for those packages and appointments. So as you know, you have a global setting. When you create this for a specific product or for a specific service or appointment, this will now override your current settings. So now you can have a schedule specific to each and every appointment and package. But let's take a look and show you how to create one. Let's say you're a podcast host. So now we're going to create, what I want to do is I want somebody to come on my podcast. I've agreed with him. Now I want to send him the times I'm available for booking a podcast. So this is what it'll look like. So we're going to do a title here. Let's say, come on my podcast. And I'm going to record. We're going to leave it for about an hour. Cut off, right? And make sure you have adequate time to prepare for new bookings. So I don't want people booking me too much in advance. We're going to leave it 0 days, but we're going to have like an hour cutoff time here. Padding will be in between appointments. I just need let's say 10 minutes before and after. So we'll leave it like that. Intervals, I want to say that I only want to record on the hour, every hour in the hour. And I'm going to say the maximum cutoff days, which means people can't book to be on my podcast when I send this link for more than, let's say, you could do 2 weeks, you could do 3 weeks, but I'll just say 10 days maximum cutoff time. And the description will be, make sure you are in a quiet room. Okay, and we're gonna hide this because this is only I don't want this showing up on my page. I only want this to create a link that I can now send to people that I've agreed on my podcast. I don't want anybody coming on my podcast. I just want specific people. But we'll click save. And now, so you see here, I have the URL. This is come on my podcast. So now I could just copy this and send this to somebody who wants to be on my podcast show. But you could click this button to actually edit. That's what we just saw when I was setting this up. And hold on. Let's cancel that. Cancel this. Here we're going to set reminders because I want everybody to be reminded that if they're going to come on my show, I want them to know 3 days before. We'll leave it like that. Send to me and send to my client. Click save. And I also want to remind them the day before. And I also want them to know an hour before. Just so they'll get reminders in the email for this specific thing. Okay, and what else did I wanted to show you? So now I only do my podcast recordings on Sundays, and I only do it from 5 p.m. Let's say from 9:30 p.m. I do my recording. Let's say from 7:30 to 11. Okay, on Sundays and also on Wednesdays, I actually do it in the morning from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So now you could exit that out. So now when I send this link to somebody, they'll only see the times available on those Sundays and Wednesdays, and they understand what we're doing here. This is also a great tool for somebody that works out of different offices. So if you're a therapist and you work in different offices in different cities, so you can now create calendars specific to the places where you're going to be at. So if on Mondays and Wednesdays you're in the New York office, you could create bookings for there. And if you're in, let's say on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're in your New Jersey office. So now you could send people calendars or let people book you for those specific times and dates that are only available depending on which office you're in. All right, this is a very big update. I know that all these things now overrides your global settings. Actually, the global settings are only available now if you go to your booking schedule. You still have your overall booking schedule. This is the global settings. So if you don't set up for any packages, this will still be the settings that you'll have. But when you create, and we'll go to packages for a second to show you that. But when you go in and you create or you override a package, so this now becomes the new default for those packages, which is, I think, pretty awesome. Okay, and I'll just show you how to edit. This is what your package settings look like. Obviously, packages are a little bit more detailed than just appointments. You still have your service, what package type. Will there be a calendar to do or not? Obviously, this one does. How you want to get paid, online, offline, or both. Your price, your hour, your minutes, etc. And of course, you have your cutoff time. Now you're padding maximum cutoff days and intervals for every single specific package that's tied to a calendar, I should say, and appointments. Anyway, we're always looking to improve, and we're so happy to bring you this awesome update.